Hey Virgo, sorry about that. I was talking to the Virgos of TikTok for a minute. How you doing? If you're not following along on TikTok, you should do that too. It's really cool. It's a good time. All right. What's up? It's me, Archer, your fellow Virgo moon and rising who loves it when he gets mistaken for Virgo. Whenever somebody does like guess my sign, I'm like, go ahead, guess my sign. They always say I'm a Virgo, and I love that. All right, because you are the most interesting sign in the zodiac. So stay thirsty, cross watchers. You're the anomaly. All right. So let's tap in and tune in. All right. Whatever message comes out, it'll convey it across to you. Don't worry. When you're with me, good, bad, or indifferent, I got you covered. All right. I'm your ride or die. Got your back and on the crystals. You're cool. All right. And even though we're pulling on the current energies around December of 2025 ish, whenever this reading found its way into your algorithm and you clicked on it and decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit or a lot of it, divinely perfect timing as always. They're timeless messages and they're meant to find you when they find you. All right. So let's go for it. What's up, Tess? Hey, Tess. What you up to? Tia Bia in the house. What you doing, girl? Hey, Shelby. Queen Tiki. Victoria's here. Oh, we got Victoria Beckham in the house. Hi, Posh Spice. You were my favorite. All right. Goddess of War. What's up? Brandy. What's up, Josie? All right. Let's do it to it. You ready? Let's go, Virgo. Here we go, God. Tap me in, tune me into Virgo's energy, and give me everything you got. Let's do this. Here we go. I was going to say two shuffles, but we got poppers. Let's go. Ooh. I have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the High Priestess. Page of Wands. Really? Oh my gosh, the Queen of Wands just jumped off the table. So somebody spoke before they thought, and now they wish they could take it back. Hold on. The Queen of Swords just took a short leap off a long leap off a short pier. I don't remember how the joke goes. Anyways, whoa. Queen of Swords, they come in peace. Okay. I dig this. With the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, something you don't see happening or something that you figure is never going to happen, happens. Like the Queen of Wands just turbo boosting right off the table. Jeez, oh, pizza. Let's go. She just got shot out of a cannon. Like at a circus. Okay, let's go. Two shuffles. Let's do it. We got to keep the energetical rhythm. It's a thing we do. One and two. Let's love this deck. Ooh, that's a sloppy shuffle. Let's love this deck for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos. Because victory is yours. Because you got your person feeling some type of way. Your person's like kind of fumbling a little bit because they know they fumbled the ball with you. Why am I using football analogies today? I don't know the first thing about football. It's like football. Oh my gosh. The over energy is the Knight of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the King of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Your person, Virgo, has been visited by the ghosts of relationships, past, present, and future. That's like if Ebenezer Scrooge was a Hallmark movie. Oh my gosh, this is epic. King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. You've waited a long time to come to the end of your healing journey, okay? And with that Judgment card, you have already done the work. This is about turning the finger inward. The Judgment card speaks of looking at what you did to contribute to something in order to get better from it, to heal from it with the King of Cups, right? The king that turns the cup of love inward, Virgo energy. So the thing on this is with the Three of Pentacles to the Star card, your person's guardian angels have been guiding them with that Aquarius energy on the Star card to heal as well. So because they decided to stalk you online, now they are actually healing. You're still helping them even though you're not trying to. This is going to be interesting. I think this would be the kind of a relationship that if I'm like, so what's up, Virgo? You'd be like, Archer, it's complicated. Okay, let's find out. Let's uncomplicate things. Here we go. Let's untangle the spider web your person has woven with the current conditions at Virgo. Why did I just sound like the Weather Channel? Remember that? I just unlocked a Virgo's childhood memory. Like the Weather Channel of the 80s or the 90s with the old ticker at the bottom and the elevator music. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, that's all major arcana. Whoa. Major arcana talks about major shifts. So you're not just making money moves, Virgo, but you're making life shifts. Temperance, the Hangman, and the Lover's card. Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys are interested about the stability. The Death card and the Ten of Wands, which tells me your person has outgrown with the Ten of Wands and transformed with the Death card into an emotionally mature person. The Pentacles in the tarot don't always talk about the money. It talks about maturity, stability. This person shook you to your core when they broke your heart, didn't they? Like if I was still making clickbait titles like all the other channels are, We don't do that here because we're already on a higher elevation. God told me no more clickbait, Archer, right? Because Virgo sees you'll be shocked. This may feel personal. You leave, you run. You're like, nope, not clicking. That's why we are now just doing standard readings. Hold on. Your person also clicked and run too, didn't they? The Queen of Pentacles, literally. Your person had to overcome immaturity. Okay? So that's the thing. That's the direction it goes to. All right? You're looking for truth and honesty. Three of Swords comes in overall too. So your person's getting out of their own way. You know what I mean? Okay, Libra energy's here, Sagittarius. The Three of Swords is getting out of their own way. I will definitely pull more messages on this, okay? Libra, Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with Libra or Scorpio. Some of you guys might even be Virgo, Libra cuspers. Sagittarius and Pisces are pretty strong. A lot of Gemini vibes. Capricorn with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and Sagittarius, more Sag, more Pisces. Okay, so far, if this was the Kentucky Derby, Sagittarius and Pisces are coming in the lead, followed up by Capricorn and Scorpio and Gemini coming in with Libra. All right, but somebody comes in on a stretch play and makes bank. What? Whoa. Virgo, you have set the standards that your person is having to live up to and set the bar to. And you know what they say? A Sagittarius and a Pisces walked into a bar, so what'd the Virgo do? Ducked. All right, so let's... Why is this becoming an Archer saying? I don't think this fits for... Am I allowed to say that, yes or no? Four of Cups. Okay, this is the last time then. Fair enough? Fair enough? High Priestess. Ha, my channel, my choice. Duck witches get money. Okay, let's go. Some of y'all can be born on the 9th or the 13th, maybe the 10th, possibly the 6th. 12th and 14th are showing up. 21st is here, as well as the 3rd and the 30th so far. All right, let's dig in. Give me some details. Give me the 411, por favor. Why do I keep speaking Spanish? Three of Cups, nice. The 9 of Swords, not as nice. 10 of Swords, getting better. The Moon card, that's kind of okay. And the 9 of Pentacles, nice. Overall energy is the 5 of Cups. So this is being bred out of the energy of maybe a little bit of anxiety that's coming out, right? Okay? Well, yeah, but that means you speak it better than me. 3 of Cups to the 9 of Pentacles. I have never watched Dora the Explorer. What does Dora resonate? Oh, wow, this is cool. Virgo, you kind of had me at hello on this one. Even the Kentucky Derby may resonate to somebody, or horse races, or horse ranching, or horse farms. Is a horse farm a thing? Oh, man, I really got to brush up on my Nashville trivia. Okay, you know the thing about this is that, like, you seem to be disconnecting and isolating with the 9 of Swords. Well, you're feeling like with the 3 of Cups, you have to make the best of a bad time. 5 of Cups, right? Yeah, 5 of Cups on the Tower. It did shake you to your core. You know what I mean? But the thing on this is with, like, you're having to do this on your own, aren't you, Virgo? You don't have any help. Like, some people might bring up, well, you got those close friends or that sibling or blah, blah, blah. You're like, I don't actually have anybody. I've had to do this on my own, and it's hard, right? The experiences you've been through have been major lessons, life experiences. You know what I mean? Because it's like, because no one ever seems to understand what you're going through, and they think you should just be able to walk it off, right? But things don't, they're not that easy. It doesn't work like that all the time. It's the thing about it is that, like, this is the last time you let someone do this to you, right? I'm almost hearing a Virgo saying never again. Archer, I can't take it, never again. You know what I mean? 3 of Cups on the 9 of Swords. Some of you guys were married to this person, are in a relationship that felt like a marriage, common law, lived together for some of you guys, right? On the 10 of Swords, you know that saying, though? Gemini energy on this one. Some of you guys got some strong Gemini in your chart, or you're dealing with one. You know that saying, though, that it's always darkest before the dawn? The light at the end of the tunnel, blah, 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 right? It doesn't really help when people say those things without any context, right? 9 of Swords on the 10 of Swords, strong Gemini vibes. You know what I mean? Those sayings about the light, it refers to the abyss that we feel when we're alone and having to process all the shames that we face in life, right? The thing on this is that the addictions we hide, the breakups we grieve, the losses in our life, you know, that's what can lead to almost like a Queen of Pentacles reversed, a bit of emotional immaturity, imbalance, where you feel like your life isn't stable or where you thought you'd be by now, right? And then you don't have anybody to go to for the advice, the guidance, and the help. You got to figure it out on your own. And then people rush you or push you around, and you're like, whoa, give me a minute to process this. And then everybody expects the instant gratification from you. You know what I mean? And it becomes a lot of 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords to handle when your overall energy is the 5 of Cups. And you didn't even jam the deck to request the spinny hug. That's how much you're feeling like you're in this on your own. Virgo, full 14-second spinny hugs. Temperance card, 14-second spinny hugs. With Pisces, some nurturing energy for you, right? The thing about it is that the darkness, those are the things that we don't want to face. The things that the light is the point to go towards in order to face them, right? The light or the answer of what we have to do in order to face these 5 of Cups fears and anxieties that come into our lives, right? Tower card moments that lead you to these 2 of Wands decisions. Aries energy comes in and entered the chat because this is the stuff that takes you out of your comfort zone, right? It takes you out of a place of predictability and safety. And that's why so many people resist doing the shadow work. But you've had to come through these tower moments on your own. Some of you guys have been thrown out, had to move and relocate. Maybe you've been dreaming or looking to move and relocate to get out of a stuck situation and just to level up in your life, because it's almost like the area that you currently live in, you're like, this area it's ran its course. It's dried up. The energetical vampires have sucked it dry. Some of you guys might even be doing that stuff on, I forget what it's called, guys. I forget what it's called. I think Shelby does it. I forget. It's that where you do the cartography to find like energetically where you're meant to live in the world. You know, like running a birth chart on the place or something. I forget what it's called. But you know what I'm talking about with the moon card. Finding your divine guidance, okay? And finding somewhere that takes you into a place of 9 of Pentacles stability. Because when you reach a 9 of Pentacles emotional stability, you're ready for somebody to present their Ace of Pentacles to get you to your 10 of Pentacles. You're at the verge of this and ready to take a risk and go towards the light, because like you know what you have to do to 9 of Pentacles beat the darkness, because the 9 of Pentacles is one of your minor arcana. You know what I mean? So to be able to override your brain's fears, the 5 of Cups anxieties and feelings with a 2 of Wands, to choose the high road as opposed, thank you, Queen Tiki, astrocartography. You are the bomb.com. Thank you, Queen Tiki. Boom. You're going to pop. I love it. In a good way. Thank you. Astrocartography. That one. Okay. I'm adding that to my power vocabulary. It's slop. Anyways, what does that mean? I have no clue what that means. Okay. Everything's a message at this point. But the thing about it is like when you get to that point that like the 2 of Wands choose to do positive self-talk as opposed to negative self-talk, right? In order to like take that and the positive self-talk turns on the parts of your brain that help you release the dopamine that's needed to allow you to complete the work, okay? Could be dealing with a Pisces. Wow, there's a lot of Pisces energy on the readings today. Cancer and Leo had a lot of Pisces too. And Neptune went direct. Well, oh, thank you. Right? Am I right? What's up? 5 of Cups. Okay, no, it's straight up. Some of you guys are dealing with a Pisces. God's like, don't deflect, Archer. I'm like, what? Neptune did just go direct. It's a thing. Neptune going direct is bringing dreams into reality. Am I right or am I right? What up with that? It's the Hanged Man. It's Pisces energy. Oh my, we're just, I love when you flex. Oh my gosh. Okay, 5 of Cups, the Hanged Man on this Pisces energy with the 5 of Swords to come out of that stage of grief, right? The 5 of Swords represents those stuck feelings that the stages of grief represent. And why people keep blaming you, like, hey, Virgo, why you got a 5 of Swords, resting 5 of Swords face? You're like, I don't. I'm just going through some stuff, right? Give me a minute. That sort of a thing. Yeah, 7 of Cups. That's when the rabbit shows up, right? Something about like maybe roller skating or ice skating may resonate to you. Maybe somebody's into that or does that or something. Or it could be an upcoming date night or a fond date night memory. Something like that. So the thing about it is in order to make it through these 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups moments, it's like knowing you have to give up an addiction, or that you or your person like have to give something up and heal on your own. So it's very hard with that Judgment card to turn that finger inward and point it at yourself. But you've had to do it. You had to go through this on your own. Some of you guys might identify as an old soul, or you had to grow up at a very young age, always feeling like you never lived up to your parents' expectations or those around you. And then it started trickling into relationships as you got older, then leading to like workplace. It's a bit of a level up that you're going through to put those energies behind you, because with that Judgment card on the Knight of Pentacles, for some, not you, but for some, it's easier to point the finger at everyone else as opposed to pointing the finger inward. Scorpio, Aries energy. Just blame everything else on everyone else, because like once a person finds out they are the light, right? Which this person awoke you to the fact that you are the light, right? You do rule over the 6th house of reflection. The hardest thing to do is take stock in yourself and judge yourself like you judge others. But that's you. The 6th house is about the internal reflection. You're programmed to do it. That's why you do it so well, but many others can't. And that's the hardest thing to do, right? Judgment card. It's like get into the energy of knowing what could be done to change. Like I know what I have to do, but I'm scared. 5 of Swords, right? The thing on it is that when we take on those burdens, Judgment card to the Knight of Pentacles, because remember, the Knight of Pentacles is the knight that delivers that Ace of Pentacles. That's my U.S. Postal Service, okay? Somebody here might even work for the post office, because it says neither rain, sleet, snow, or natural disaster stops the Knight of Pentacles from delivering the Ace of Pentacles, which is that offer that comes in because you, Virgo, are the one in the 9 of Pentacles status. So God is getting ready to hand you the offer, the rewards, in a way that like takes the burdens off of your shoulders and allows your person to put the ultimate responsibility for the actions that result in lifting those burdens off of. I hope I'm making sense, right? Because the thing about them taking responsibility, maybe you were a victim of destiny swapping and stuff like that, where now you're carrying your person's burdens or others around you burdens, and you're getting ready to be like a supernova empath, right? I'm even in my NPR radio voice. I'm not hyper Archer right now. It's more about the soothing energies. Somebody here might even be into like ASMR, binaural beats or something. Maybe you or your person does are you a Virgo online and you do the ASMR stuff? Like the whole like, hold on, like the whole like, microphone, right? Like nails on a chalk. Anyways, some of you, or you're wanting to get into that or something as a result of your healing. Oh wow. So the thing on this is an honest, loyal relationship, an equal give and take, because you don't ask for much. You just want reciprocation that doesn't run away every time the going gets tough, Knight of Pentacles, when you need them the most. And it's totally closer than you think. That's the thing about this, all right? Capricorn and Pisces are pretty strong. Leo and Sagittarius are here. Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, and Gemini too so far. There is that little bit of Aries vibe too. Somebody could be a Pisces, Aries cusper. All right, let's see what's up on their side of the fence. And thanks to Virgo for being here. If you do want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up here. It'll take you to the Archer link tree. It's in the description box, and the link's in the bio too. All right. Now let's tap in and see where this goes. Queen of Pentacles, Death card, 10 of Wands. Why are the cards bouncing off of the table? Oh, they're bouncing like a checkbook. What? I wanted to say basketball, but checkbook came out. Anyways, 7 of Wands and the Chariot. Cancer and Leo energy comes in off of this, okay? Hi, Thora from Iceland. Greetings from the United States. Thanks for coming by. Some of you guys have completely said never again or no to this and closed the door on it with the Chariot, right? Your person is in the energies of a great battle. They were really cocky. And like they had this way of making you feel like they were better than you, didn't they? Right? Like it was a blow to your self-esteem on this one. Totally could have been dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. Those two or something else. But with the 10 of Wands on the Page of Cups, they were childish and immature, weren't they? Over emotional. The whole energy is just 5 of Swords, right? The way this thing was, like it's kind of like a control freak mixed with entitlement. You know what I mean? They really needed to work on this. But the Chariot is what the Emperor drives into a great battle in the tarot. And with the 7 of Wands, they were put into a little bit of a bubble. Okay, they've isolated themselves because the way they were young and foolish with that devil energy. For some of you guys, it could have been an addiction or something that they were battling and had to overcome. And I really feel like in this case, it's the addiction to flirting or the addiction to attention. They like to inflict trauma drama onto things. Just start fights for no reason when things are going well. They got to try to figure a way to trigger you. A bit of their own insecurities. A bit. Saying this person had a bit of insecurities is like saying the carpeting on the Titanic is a bit damp. Right? Internally in their mind, they had you on a pedestal and they were like, I can't keep up. And so they would try to like bring you back down onto their level because it was a lot to do the work to catch up to you. Right. And then it left you sitting there trying to Three of Swords, figure out and wonder why. Why is this? Why did they do it this way? Why would they bring this up even? Why would they try to take this out on me? I don't understand. It's because of the way that with that devil card, that the entitlement, they had to work on it. They were so pushy, so controlling, putting pressure on you, trying to move things in a direction that you weren't fully comfortable with. And like you had to put an end to it, right? It was a bit of you discovering your own worth and being like, I deserve better than this. I love them. Deep down, you've said never again, but in the end, it's like if they were completely rebooted, reprogrammed, but oh my God, they would have to prove it because it broke your trust. You can't trust them. It's like, how do I let them back into my life? Like this was epic. When you have a devil card and a tower card, that's epic energies that comes out on this. So it's like if they'd slown down and see things from your perspective, at least deep down, aside from their heated temper and their attention seeking, it's like if they had just had their act together, so to speak, you would have loved to have seen it work out. But with the way things went down, you're like, how do we come back from this? How do I know this won't happen again? Their cycle was so repetitive that you almost could call it when it was going to happen, right? And so the thing about it is that like you were totally willing to meet in the middle, right? They'd sit there and like talk down about your family or your parents, talk down about your job, do whatever they could to try to slow you down because of their own insecurities of not being on your level. And then out of the blue, they'd be like, oh, well, I can do that too. Well, I'm just as much as you are. You'd say, it's like they had a lot of imposter syndrome on their mind by putting you on a pedestal, which is a very good reason not to put people on a pedestal. Yeah. Look, even on this Seven of Swords, look at how the dogs are having to look up. You know what I mean? And then the sadness would kind of come out and bleed over onto you with the Three of Swords. I want more on this Three of Swords because they've been humbled in some capacity. Okay? So I want to see what's up with this. Give me more on this Three of Swords. Some of you guys could be dealing with a cardinal sign. It could be a Cancer, Libra, Aries, Capricorn. Gemini is here pretty strong. A lot of Pisces, a lot of Sagittarius. That's heavy duty. All right? And then Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, but it's a part of their chart that's lighting up like the Griswold house at Christmas time when Ellen flips the light switch on. Because somebody flipped the light switch on. Ace of Wands. The sparks being reignited. So, okay. The Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. That leads you right to the Ace of Pentacles that the Knight of Pentacles delivers. I called it at the beginning of the reading. You're in Nine of Pentacles status as it is. The Knight of Pentacles delivers the Ace of Pentacles, which is right here. And the elements are moving forward. They have been for a while. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I love you too. Spinny hugs. What's up, C. Paris? Hi. This is about restoring trust and like knowing they have to earn it. So the thing about this is that the way that they've been humbled is that, okay, so the things that have happened to them since you left has been a complete karmic payout for what they did to you. They've experienced the same thing for what they wished on you. Okay? That the way they never let you be yourself. This is a big lesson, and they really need to love you for you. Instead of trying to change somebody, they need to love you for your quirks. Because the thing about this is that I'm seeing is that your quirks were what guided the two of you guys together in the first place. The stuff that really got your motor running, right? It became the stuff that became frustrating. But yet, I mean, they can't even sit still for an hour to watch TV. They're always focused on work or on their devil card, whatever their overwhelming addiction is, right? instead of bringing you into a place of priority to achieve the balance with this Ace of Pentacles to go forward, you know? So, yeah, it's like put the phone down and focus on Virgo for a moment, right? You'd be left on red while they were handling other emails, other messages. And you're like, whoa, wait, if I'm supposed to be with you, why are you ignoring me, right? You'd ask for one night out, one evening to yourself, and then they would wind up just getting drunk or getting whatever addiction, high, stone, whatever, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, we can't have one peaceful night. They've been humbled by that because they've been dealing with that on their side of the fence in order to be like, this is how you made Virgo feel. That's karmic payout coming in, okay? Capricorn and Gemini energy on that. Aries as well, too. Because the thing about this is that it's like, okay, Eight of Wands on the Ace of Wands. They weren't hold on, I can't talk. Hold on. They were, I'll work on power vocabulary tomorrow. They weren't valuing your time because of the multiple distractions in their life, right? Their ability to focus left them running around like a Tasmanian devil with a million different things going on. Nothing completed. Lots of good ideas, lots of good projects, nothing getting completed, right? That's the thing on this one. So when you have someone else as invested as you are, they're realizing they can't ignore you. They're so busy focusing on themselves and their pentacles and whatnots that they're gonna let you slip away. Keep moving so fast, you blow right past the things in life that really count. The blessings, the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So the thing about this is that they're coming to a point of apologizing for this fight. And even though these Three of Swords have spilt the Three Cups all over the place, right? They're getting ready to reach out with one more Ace of Cups, one more shot, one more offer on this one. And the thing about it is that I really feel it's the holidays that they're using as the reason, okay? But it's not that it happens right at, it's like whenever they visit their family, because the family's the ones that are like, oh, wow, gee, cross watcher, what's going on? Where's Virgo? What's been happening? Why are you still single? What's going on? And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't take this. Oh, wow. And every time somebody talks to them about it, the thought gets put in your head. So something around the holidays is when they reach out because they come to an energy of being humbled by those around them, okay? Remember before how they used to get all their advice from those couple of friends of theirs that really should not be giving advice out in relationships, right? They stopped listening to those people. And some of the other people that have been showing up and coming around have been the ones that are like in good relationships to teach them how to come through communication, adversity, and mature their emotions. It's emotional maturity. Because the thing about it is, especially with that devil showing up, is that they really had a lot of like internal demons to work through and fight through. Okay. So the thing about it is that it's getting into an intense times, especially with that Ace of Wands, to reignite the passion and come forward with the Eight of Wands, all right? Where instead of listening to all the people around them and letting people influence them and then letting it rub out onto you, they're coming in more of a mature place, okay? So the thing that the energy is coming in for a warm front, bonus points for those of you who in the week ahead, from when you find this, the temperature starts getting warmer, okay? That's a sign to watch for. And on that Nine of Cups, for those of you that said never again and you wish them well and moved on and forward, I literally am hearing Vincent Mason. I'm hearing his song, Wish You Well. Like, wish you were here, wish you were mine, wish you were a second chance lonely tonight. Out of the isolation that they've been put through because of their actions and nobody wanting to be around them anymore, that's the energy that gets them to reach out and realize how much that they value having you in their life and having somebody that's there for them to take care of them and to use your sixth house abilities to work for the improvement and the betterment of the relationship. And it's going to allow you to take more of the lead and come into an equal Six of Pentacles role going forward, as opposed to just being off the charts, Tasmanian devil, all over the place. Someone can't find the cube for their phone or their cord or keys or something. I'm being told this is just for the female Virgos. Check your purse, okay? Or tip your purse over and dump it out or something. Maybe for my guys, it's like your briefcase or something. I don't know. But it's in there. You'll find it. It just wound up at the bottom. That's specific. Whoa. Ah, I love it. Virgo, claim this thing in the comments. This thing is just getting started for you guys. Like that one thing, that one devil card energy that's been stopping you guys from loving each other, it's being overcome as we speak. to usher in the communication or the reply to your text message in the week ahead. I love that for you. Oh my goodness. Virgo, we got to claim this thing down in the comments. All right. Please hype and like the reading. Let's get this out there and just heal everybody. And remember, this will resonate to any placement of Virgo in your chart because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you the most interesting sign of the zodiac. Stay thirsty, crosswatcher. We're keeping that. I like that, Virgo. I like it. Go, Virgo. All right, Virgo. I'll see you guys later on. I'm going to get ready to release the cards and coffee, so feel free to come on back. There's going to be 15 super chats available. All right, and I'll see you this afternoon. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs, Virgo. Bye. As soon as I find the end button, where's the end stream button on this? I don't know. Virgo!